Hey guys, my name is Angelia, and before this video actually officially starts, I'm just apologizing right here and now. I had a lot of technical difficulties with trying to record this freaking thing. I finally got OBS to work and record Photoshop, and then I realized after the fact that it didn't record the actual, tools on the side of the window of Photoshop that I was using to adjust everything. So right now you're looking at a screen cap of my actual Photoshop window. I know it doesn't completely help, but at least you won't think I'm crazy. You can see on the right hand side where I was duplicating layers, and I set the different layers to soft light, and I set some to screen. And then off to the left hand side you're going to see the eraser tool that I use, and if you see the eraser, all you have to do is right click on the eraser, and you can actually click on the magic eraser that I was talking about using. And all that stuff. So hopefully the screen cap will sort of make up for it. I don't know why OBS decided, hey, I'm not going to record all the little tools on the side. I'm just going to record this part of Photoshop. I don't know what happened. It makes no sense to me because I had it on the freaking monitor setting where it's supposed to record your entire screen, and it did. It just didn't for some reason record that part, and I don't know why. It was really weird. But, yeah, I'm hoping this will help, and again, apologies, and hopefully you take something away from this. Hopefully it does help, because I do explain step by step verbally what I was doing, so you may not need the visual cues, but just in case I did put the screen cap in here, just in case you need to see exactly what I was talking about. And I will also be putting the screen cap at the end of the video, and also probably in a link in the description below, so you can actually look at it for an extended period of time if you're not sure about something. And feel free to ask me in the comments about anything, because I'm pretty good with Photoshop and all that. So yeah, without further ado, I will leave you to the rest of this video, and I hope it helps some of you, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, my name is Angelia, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to be showing you guys how I personally make my thumbnails. I actually got this request from my friend Mars, and if you were on Coffeecraft, you would know her from there probably, but just one of my really good friends, and she asked me a while ago how I actually make my thumbnails, and I know pretty much every simmer out there has made their own little tutorial, if you will, on how they make their thumbnails, so you could easily go and watch theirs, but I mean, we all kind of make them differently, so I decided I'm gonna toss mine out there into the world, and if it helps someone, then great, then I've done my job. So, I have already changed her into this dress. This is actually, what the crap is this? What is that from? This looks like a Cinderella dress. This looks like Cinderella's apron. Doesn't it? Or am I? Okay, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so this is actually a maternity dress, if it would come up, that I downloaded, I think it was off the Sims resource, I'm not actually sure, but, it, already has, a pre-bump shape to the dress, which, I mean, it looks a little weird. Let me, show you on her. God, she's so, freaking tiny. I'm gonna go here. It's already on custom content. Where is it? There it is. See, it already has the pre-bump shape on the actual ruffles here, even though she's not pregnant, obviously, but it shows it off pretty nicely, so we're gonna keep backtracking on her there. Let's go back to Miss Cordelia. I did cancel out one of her everyday looks just to get this in particular. I will obviously be going back on it, so don't worry about that, but this is the same one that's currently in the thumbnail. I've been wanting to change the 100 baby thumbnail for a while, so this is kind of perfect. And I don't think there's really anything else I would, that looks really weird, want to put her in. I just like the shape of this. I was thinking about changing up her hair for the thumbnail, so I'm gonna have a little look to see what I've got here. This is a little too teenager-y. It's kind of cute. She looks like Princess Leia, but it's a little too teenager-y-ish for me. Let's see this. No. I'm gonna try to stick with the Miss Paraplay colors just because it'll just make it easier on me to blend it. Actually, I really don't like this hair. I feel bad. It's just a little too poofy for me. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Let me see this one. Did I ever get this in a recolor? I'm pretty sure I did. That's really, really cute. I feel like I downloaded a recolor of it, but I'm not entirely positive. I don't know, I feel like I might actually just stay with her normal hair. Sometimes I like to change it up in the thumbnails just to, A, make it a little bit easier on myself when I go back to, like, edit it, because well, that's Winnie's hair. She looks a little weird with that. Like, I can't see this on anyone else but Winnie now. Sometimes some hairs are really hard to do the edits on and all of that, like extra wispy hairs. Let me find one that's super, like... This hair still does not work, and I still have the mesh, but it still refuses to work. That's not even wispy. Like, ones that, like, stick out at the top, you know, are, like, super poofy. Those are pretty darn hard to erase things from, but, I mean, it's doable. I just like to save myself that step. Stuff like this. So I think I might just stick with her normal hair. It's probably just gonna be easier if I just go all the way up and grab it again. Didn't you have a darker red? Was it this one? Yep, okay. I think we're just gonna stick with it. I was actually really wanting to find something a little bit different. Oh gosh, this cuts through her chest so badly. Pregnant sim problems, man. I don't really like the ponytail with it. I've been meaning to download some of the hairs I keep seeing, like on Tumblr and stuff. I just need to go back and refine them. This is actually really pretty on her. Maybe this? This is cute. Oh, but from the side it looks a little weird. Yeah, let's just go back to her normal hair. Same old boring hairstyle. Well, it's not boring, it's very pretty. It's one of my favorites, but... One day we'll do, like, an epic makeover on her. Gosh, her freaking chest is ginormous. Okay, so, I'm gonna show you the two different ways I do make thumbnails and how I get the pictures for them. The two ways you can do it is obviously through Create a Sim, and as you can see, I've already installed the white background to make it easier on myself later on. I will put the links down below of where to download the background from. It's by Jenny Sims, I'm almost positive. It just makes it easier to like, delete the background once you're in your editing program. And then also the in-game poses. So those ones are a little bit more tricky, but you can still do it. I'm pretty sure this is under Clumsy. So when you're doing a Create a Sim pose, it'll take the place of the animation for one of the traits. So you just go up into your Sims traits, and you do have to do Create a Sim full edit mode under like the testing cheats, you know, Control-Alt-C, whatever it is. And just change up the traits to get it. So I believe it's under Clumsy? Yes, it is. Okay. So now we're just gonna hit our fancy C button to get some screen caps. This isn't the pose I'm waiting for, so I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Come on. Do the one I want. There it is. So then you just zoom in like the various sizes and such. I think that should be just about enough. That's pretty much the only one I wanted from here. And now I'm actually going to... Well, let's wait and see the rest of them. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Oh gosh. Let's stop that, please. That phase. Cordelia. Okay. So that's the end of that. Let's, change that back to romantic. I'm not even, like, saving this, so I'm not sure why I'm so concerned about it. Let's go to her sleepwear. One where she preferably has the other hair. Oh, I'll go and change it. Let's get that hair back, or maybe have it tied up. Let's see how she looks with short hair. She actually looks really cute with short hair. I kind of like it, but no, we're not gonna do that. Let me find something. I want to stick with Miss Paraplay recolors just so it all stays the same. I can't, like, gush about her enough. Her recolors are freaking beautiful. This isn't too bad on her, but... No, it's a little too young for her. So let's go up to her, like, normal hair that I usually give her. this one. The good thing is, this doesn't seem to be cutting into this dress. However, I am going to change this because the other pose I have, it's like she's going to be cupping her belly, so I need to have something a little more skimpy, I guess. Yeah, let's keep it under sleepwear. Let's see if I have anything that would look okay on her. See, I need something that cuts off like right there, but I don't really want her to be in a bra necessarily. That's a little too, you know, sweatery. What's this? Let me see this. This one could work, actually. Not the jail-looking one. That just makes her look huge, man. I don't really like the colors. What about this? This could potentially work. Or this, maybe. Oh, that freaking clips through super badly. This, actually, could work quite well. This is pretty, though, even though it's a bra. Like, I don't really want her in a bra on, like, the thumbnail. Ooh, wait. Do this in, like, white or pink? Maybe the blue? I really like that shirt. Let me see this one on you. No, I think I really like that. That's really pretty. So, let's see what I have in, like, the bottoms to match. Look at her cute belly. I really kind of want to do like a little pair of shorts. Not those. I think that, yep, that's underwear, so let's not do that. If this one matched, I would be okay with it. These colors aren't matching too well. And that goes over the stomach. This one sits pretty low. This one could work. I'm picking blue because I really want the contrast of the blue, but I almost kind of want white. Like a white top. But no, I can't do white. That might make it harder to erase it. This is underwear. This is Minnie Mouse underwear that I keep forgetting to use, actually. I don't really want to do leggings. I really want to do shorts. These could work. I like that they're nice and lacy. Again, these colors are like not matching up, which is kind of a problem. I might actually put her in the purple. She looks really pretty in the purple. Let's see what else we got here. I probably should have downloaded some new like little shorts for this in particular, but I was stupid and didn't think of it. It does not show up the belly. That kind of does. It's kind of cute, actually. And it kind of actually matches, so I think I might go with this. I just meant to make sure the belly could be, like, at least partly seen. But, let's see if I have anything else. I think this goes over. Yeah, it does. Let's close out sleep and click on shorts. I'm not big on camo. TBH. That has a little bit too much pink on it. I know, I'm being like so extraordinarily picky with this, but I want this to be a really cute thumbnail, and I want to show you guys how I do it, so being picky it is. This would work if they weren't like jeans. That goes over the belly as well. Super cute though. Picking the outfits and the actual poses take the longest for me. These are way too skimpy. Let's go with no on that one. So I think I'm actually gonna go back with those pants that we just had a little bit ago. I really liked the way they matched. I know they cover up at least half of her stomach, but we'll make do. If it would hurry up and pop me back. This one. So I think we're gonna stick with this. She looks super pretty. Let me check her on her makeup real fast. I want to make sure she has like stuff on that'll make her pop a little bit in the thumbnail. Let's pick like a pinkier shade of lip gloss here. Like that. Alright. So I'm going to click this, and I will be back with you guys once we actually get back to the house. Alright guys, we're back. As you can see, I built a room here. I just put a single light in here because I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to need lighting-wise. And up here, you'll see my cheat bar. I put in bb.showHiddenObjects, so I'm going to go ahead and enter that and escape on that. I'm going to go back into here and type in debug once it comes up. Let's enter. It should all pop up. Yep. Maybe not. Oh yeah, these are all debug stuff. So I'm looking for the lights. I probably should have just actually gone to the light section. Okay, let's just keep scrolling, see if we can find it. What's this? Tool portal. Okay, that's cool. That's creepy. By the way, you can get a lot of cool stuff for, like, your house and stuff in here. Okay, so I'm gonna actually go into, lighting here. Go to miscellaneous. And I'm gonna grab a couple of these, just because it usually helps, like, white out the walls even more. So as you can see, I'm gonna take off the grid. I put in a mostly white carpet and a white background, and I'm going to use these lights to basically bleach out the backgrounds even more, just so it'll, again, be easier on me when I go to edit this. So I'm gonna stick this here for right now. And I need to actually buy, like, a little sofa. Where is that one sofa? For this, you apparently need, like, a flat one. I think you can nap on this, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh gosh, there's so many colors. I just need an all-white one. That'll work. I'm gonna pop this here. I'm gonna grab my girl. I'm going to teleport her in here just to make it easier. Come on. There she is. I'm gonna get her changed. Outfit, change outfit into sleep. I think it's the last one. Come on. Please change. Thank you. And usually for in-game poses, you would have to click on them. You have to install the pose thing, so you do like pose by pack and stuff like that. But not for this one. This one actually takes place within animation, so I'm gonna have her nap, and hopefully this should work. Oh god, where'd she go? Oh, there she is. She's all the way over here with little Z marks on her. Do those disappear? Nope. Let me actually do... is it hide headline effects, or is it... I think it's just headline effects off. Pretty sure that's it? Nope, that's not it. I typed in it wrong. Okay, let me... Oh gosh. Hey guys, so my audio actually stopped recording for some reason. I don't know why, because I didn't tell it to stop, but it decided to do it all on its own. But for the rest of this little segment, you're just going to be seeing me, you know, adjusting the lighting, getting the poses right, and getting those screen caps done. I'm really sorry the audio cut out. I'm literally having the worst luck with this video possible, but I'm still going to post it up because I still feel like it might be helpful. But yes, I'm so sorry. But you will be seeing the rest of it in Photoshop in just a few seconds, probably.
Yafana?
Okay guys, we are back. We're in Photoshop. You should be able to see my entire computer screen right now. It took me a while to get this set up, I'm not gonna lie. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on my files. I'm going to go to Documents, Electronic Arts, Sims 4, Screenshots. Ooh, lots and lots of screenshots I've taken. I'm just kind of waiting for this to load so I can grab them. You can see a whole bunch of other screenshots in here. I'm just going to grab all the screenshots that I took and drag them over into Photoshop. And now I can close this out. So now, I think I don't really like that one. I'm just basically minimizing some of them. Let's minimize that one. Let's keep this one up. I'm looking at like the size differences, you know, so I'm going to keep this one up. So I have this image up and this one. So I'm going to edit both of them. First I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to go over here to my little eraser. I'm going to right click and do Magic Eraser Tool and just click on the background. And it's all gone. So then I'm going to double click on this layer, add the stroke. I'm going to adjust it all the way up to 8 points. And grab it in white. Wait, what was... Okay, that's her hair. Okay, grab it in white. And there we go. So now we have this. This is my original thumbnail, just for reference. I do have this one set up over here. I have the yellow one here, but I have a few different backgrounds that I wanted to try out just to see what they would look like. Oh, my voice, what's it doing? So I'm just going to take this and drag it directly onto this guy. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to stretch this out. I'm going to hit Free Transform. I'm going to hold down the Shift key and then take these arrows, or the little crosshairs or whatever, and just drag this in to resize this image. I'm going to keep it a little bit bigger just in case I decide to just do one image on here and whatnot. So then, you know, when I get ready, I can just drag her around and readjust it where I want it. So I'm going to move this window back to its normal size-ish and go over here. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult because it does have more, obviously, textures on the background and what have you. Did that just erase part of her? No, it didn't. Okay. As long as it doesn't erase part of her. So as you can see, it kind of made a mess. I'm actually going to go down here and click on solid color and add in, let's do like a red. I'm going to drag this layer to the top, and now I can see where all I need to erase. So I'm going to grab my eraser tool. And this is where you get to spend a lot of time doing some tedious work because you gotta clean up all these edges right here. So I'm gonna go back to my eraser tool. Not quite the size I wanted though. Let's try 40. Nope, not 450. Yeah, that, wrong layer. Great job, Angelia. There we go. So I'm just gonna quickly erase this as best as I can. And for, like, against her skin, I'm going to grab a more fine brush. I just want to get most of this crap out of here. Just to make sure it's away from her actual clothes and such, so then I can go in and edit it a bit better. There's a lot of, like, little dots left. I hate that she had to be, like, basically sitting on the floor for it. I wish it would have been, like, her floating in the air, because I feel like that would have been way easier. Obviously the quality isn't as high as it would be in... I feel like the Create a Sim, you see your sim in a more high quality. Maybe that's just me, but I'm pretty sure you do. Come on. Let's get this all erased. We'll go back over that with a more fine eraser. Just trying to get most of these nasty little bits out of here. It's kind of a pain when you're adding in the stroke factor and then you have a bunch of like little dots just messing about. Okay, scroll up. Let's get this out of here. Okay, so now I'm going to size this back down. Let's see, the 20. I think we might actually go with 15. And zoom in. That should be good enough. The one thing I really like about the Photoshop eraser brush, because I've used Paint Shop Pro for years, and it's a great program, but I like this because the eraser brush is a little bit softer around the edges. I'm going to shrink it down to about 4. Just get that little bit in there, and bump this back up to a nice 10. Ooh, I'm like resized my window, that was weird. Let's do actual pixels. Let's go back down to her feet area, because I know, yeah, we had a lot of little scraggly bits right here. And if you do miss them, I mean, once you add in the stroke, you'll be able to see exactly where you missed. Which is nice. I just want to try to clean up as much as I can before doing that. Smooth that out. I know there was a bit up here. Yeah, there it is. I feel like I'm like freaking shaking my microphone. Oh gosh, nope, nope, nope. I need to zoom in. There we go. That should be better. I found that when you're like trying to erase parts, I try to move downward. I feel like that's an easier movement for your hand so you don't mess up as badly as I just did. There we go. Yeah, I mean, if you do some spots, it's okay because the white stroke will actually cover it up pretty well. So I should get like most of it done. There we go. Especially like this bit around her arms. I'm not going to worry about this like right here. Oh gosh. Well, we're going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that too much because the white stroke will cover it up pretty darn nicely. Alright. Let's back to actual pixels. I'm going to get a bigger brush now. Let's do 100. And let's just clean this up. Actually, I kind of want 200 size. Yeah, that's good. Just clean it up in like a mass exodus here. Whee! Alright, so most of her is pretty darn cleaned up. I'm not going to worry about the hair. So I'm going to double click. I'm going to add my stroke and see what we have here. Need to add it in white. Okay, so we're going to clean up those bits right there and clean up around the knees a little bit, but otherwise I don't see any like scraggle or little dots, which is good. So now we're just going to come back over here and just basically erase enough to get those to go down. Editing's honestly like the most time-consuming part of making the thumbnails. Not the actual getting the poses and whatnot, it's this right here. Okay, let's just keep going. I know it looks like I'm erasing the line, but I'm actually erasing part of her that is creating that, so it's probably just like a random little dot that shouldn't have been there. Alright, got that. Let's try to fix that a little bit. There we go. So she looks good from the waist up. It's just right here that we're running into a lot of little bumps. And not the cute baby bump. Oh yeah, I can see where I missed that dot right there on her little kneecap. And pop it down. Oh, there's a little bit right here that I'm gonna clean up, otherwise it's gonna drive me nuts. Go. Just to try to make this as smooth as possible. And so you guys get a better idea of how I make the thumbnails and why it probably takes me so freaking long. It takes me a good hour, I would say. Like, this video is probably going to be pretty darn long. It helps that I picked out the actual poses prior to recording instead of taking you on that freaking like little mini CC shopping trip for that. Go. That was quick. think there was one more. Yeah, just a little bit right here. I'm not a fan of. There we go. That looks pretty darn cleaned up to me. Except right there. This right here. It's gonna bug me. I want to go up in more of a point. Oh, is that how I wanted it? Yep, that's good. Okay. So this is all done. So now I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take this layer and just drag it on over here. So now we're working solely with this thumbnail. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click this little eye over here and make that layer invisible. I'm just going to work with this layer right now because I think this is kind of the one I want to use, but I might use both of them. I haven't really decided yet. So I'm going to zoom out, hold my shift key, and pull this guy out. This is a really cute pose. Actually, yeah, I think I might use both. I always like having two images on there. I don't know why. She looks really cute. I'm not going to start redoing any of the color stuff until I get all that done. So what I'm going to do is just get all these windows out of the way because it's kind of, I feel like, cramped almost. So let's bring this one back up. I just kind of want to arrange them. I like how they're both of these poses are doing heart hands. Can you tell what I like? Or maybe I will just do this one. I almost want to get the words in there first. I really like this yellow, actually, and I feel like it pops really nice with the purple. Alright, so I'm going to actually take back my free transform there. I think I might actually add the words first. I'm gonna look. Do I want to use the same font? I don't know. I kind of don't. So I'm just gonna grab my text tool. Make a nice big box here. Oh, and even kept the text. Alright, so I'm gonna move that right there for right now. And now we get to begin the fun hunt for a freaking font, which usually takes me forever. I'm gonna try to make this fast. I'm really not sure which one I want to go with. It's kind of pretty, but then once I add the stroke to it, it's not going to be too cute. I always add the stroke just to make sure it pops. If I stick with this, I could actually go with a really pretty purple. A nice lavender. Let's add it. I usually do like a 6 or a 5. Let's add a drop shadow real quick. To the actual text. Needs to be brought out, it looks like. Let's give it an 8 for right now. Okay, so let's go back and start going through freaking fonts. Bane of my existence, really, when I'm trying to make anything. This is actually really cute, but I feel like it would get too blurry. And I always try to pick fonts that are easy to read. Sometimes I don't do my best because I get too fancy with things, and I've been working with graphics since I was like 13, 14. So it's been a long time. I don't really like that. And hopefully by the next episode of the 100 Baby Challenge, this will actually be the thumbnail. Oh, I love this font, man. This is probably one of my favorite fonts that I have. Let me slice this down. Ah, but it looks so, like, blurry, but it's so cute. I might have to use this, the Clementine sketch one. Let me try to free transform her again real quick. Just move her down a little bit. I want to keep her reasonably... pretty right there. And zoom back into 100. Alright, so now we have a little bit more room to work with. See, I love this font, but I feel like it would be hard to read from, like, a thumbnail distance, so I'm gonna keep looking. I have a lot of, like, fonts that I've installed over the years, and this isn't even, like, half of them, because I wound up... This is actually a baby bump font, which is kind of cute. I've, like, switched computers a couple of times, and I don't usually, like, save my fonts. Ooh, I might use this. So I really love them, but I don't have to remember that one. That one's kind of cute, too. You know, I want something kind of cutesy. Because it's a bunch of babies, you know? I feel like that makes sense in my brain. I'm just pressing my down arrow key just go through all my fonts right now. I really think I might go with that one I was just like really hot after. Like, this one's really cute too, but it's too thin. That's kind of cute. Well, I like these little like random ones, those are adorable. Actually, I might keep it just for that. So I need to remember that. Which one was it? Heart Doodles, and it should be on a Y. This is my Taylor Swift font from our 1989 album. Yeah, I'm really not seeing anything else that caught my eye like the other one did. That one's kind of cute, but this is like a bunch of random stuff. I know that, so let's pop back down. No, that's way too scripty. Well, yeah, that one's horror movie-ish. A lot of these ones down here I know are just like stock fonts that I don't really want to use. Because I like to keep things cute and interesting. That's kind of cute. The P-Ellie belly. That's adorable. If I make it big enough, it could work. No, because I kind of want it in all caps. Kind of like my stuff in all caps, just to make sure it's easy to be seen. And it's stock stuff that I don't like. When did I download that? Legitimately, I don't remember when I downloaded half of these. Ren and Stimpy. That's actually freaking adorable. My random Christmas ones. That's a little too cartoonish. I'm really picky about fonts. Fonts easily probably takes me the longest, so I'm apologizing right now because I'm probably gonna like bounce back and forth between a few of them. There's actually like a cute one in this area. It's not that one. Where is... I already went past it. How'd I go past it? Oh, it's because it doesn't look cute on this one. Well, that sucks. My Jedi font, apparently. Don't judge me. Yeah, I think... Ooh, I kind of like this one. Ooh, I like this. I might make the zeros a little bit larger than the rest of them. Let's try to get it pretty large here, just so you guys can see it when it's in actual thumbnail form. Alright, I actually like that size. Let's change this though. 180. Yeah, now it's about the same size. Alright, so it's just going to take some adjusting and like rearranging here. Yeah, let's just do it in the same font. I'm just going to duplicate this layer, just keep it easy on myself, and then edit this layer. Challenge. Let me... I like to keep mine relatively like the same size. I know it sounds kind of weird, but you'll see what I mean in just a second. Like this. See how it's all like it's a little bit larger on this one, on this layer right here, but it's still about the same size. That's what I like to do. So I'm just gonna pop this over here, put you right there. Not sure what else I want to do with this. I want this to be like the main feature of the thumbnail, but I kind of want to use this as well. However, I'm going to considerably size this one down, so I'm going to free transform this. I think this is actually the bigger of the screenshots. Yeah, this one's a little bit better. let's quickly... Whoops, that's not the right one. I always do 8 for the stroke on the actual sim. So let's go ahead and delete this layer. Yes. Let's grab that. That's the wrong layer, Angelia. Way to go. This one. Transform. So I kind of want her standing like in the background behind the words. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Go. Let's go to actual pixels. Yeah, like that. So now let's grab this one. I'm gonna downsize this one a little bit again. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. Right about there. Actually, no, a little bit smaller. Just so I have enough room for the words on the screen, you know. Actual pixels. I kind of want her there. Let's rearrange her to be right about there. Like I'm saying her like it's two different people. No, I'm just being stupid. Alright, let's put that there. Actually, that's a cute position for that. Right there. I'm trying to like bounce it on the sides mostly. Right about there, but I feel like it's empty right here. So let's see if one of these other backgrounds could potentially fill that in. No, I feel like this yellow is like the winner. I really like that yellow. Unless I were to like move this up here. Maybe if I... Gosh, free transform. If I tilt this a little bit. I don't think I'm going to leave it like that, but I am going to try it just to see what it looks like. If I don't, then I'm never going to be able to live with myself if I didn't at least see what it would look like. Yep, don't like that. So I do like it sitting where it was. I like it right there, but it is pretty empty right here, so I kind of want to put something else there. I just don't know what I want to put. Look at this one. See, this one's kind of, you know, it's all over the place. It's very bright and bouncy, and I want it bright and bouncy, and I think we achieved that pretty well. Just space this a little bit better here. But we are going to, don't mind the pictures of the chicken, that's weird. Let's Google, let's see. Yes, I'm obsessed with Kristen Stewart, please don't judge me. Baby clip art, that's not how you spell clip art, Angelia, way to go. Let's click on images. Color, transparent. I don't usually put like clip art or anything here. Actually, no, I remember what I want to do. I am actually just going to duplicate this again. I want to use that. Was it Heart Doodles? Yes, it was Heart Doodles. I want to use this one. Perfect. That's what I wanted. That's adorable. Look at it, it's so cute. Okay, let's make this extra large. Let's go with size 300. That's 3000. Maybe a little bit bigger here. Let's try 350. Yeah, that's cute. We can put that right there. Alright, so I will be changing the color of that though, because I don't really want it to blend in with the letters. Let's... So we should probably do pink, right? Maybe coral. I really like coral. Coral's one of my favorite colors. That's a nice shade of coral. Maybe if I try it from the pink side of things and go up into the red. But that's more a borderline like hot pink. So you need more of the oranginess in there for coral. Great, now I have that like meme stuck in my head from the freaking Walking Dead. Let's go with that. Maybe I could do a pattern overlay on this. Let me see what I've got here. What's this? That? Oh, I used that for like blood on the Dead by Daylight stuff. Awkward. If I do that, and then scale it to 50, and drag it around until I find a nice... Nope, it's way too big still. Let's try 25. I like to have, like, I don't know, like texture, I guess, on my stuff. So, like, I like it to have, like, a nice little gradient going on here. Kind of want it with a bit of the orange. Like that, right about there. Oh gosh, nope, that's not gonna work. Let's see if any of these... Ooh, I like it on hard light. Let me see what it looks like now. Yeah, I like it on hard lights. Let's go with a hard light on that. Alright, so we got that taken care of. Do I want to keep this font color purple? Same with the font color, I mean like this color right here, because it's going over her right there. I don't really like it like that. I feel like it needs to be super bright. No, not yellow, Angelia. That would be bad. Unless I do this in like this tealish color, like the turquoisey color. Because this is on here and this purple is on here, so then it's like bouncing off each other, you know? I mean, I'm sure people who look at my thumbnails are like, oh, the colors are bouncing off of each other and they bounce each other out, but you know what? To me, it bounces out. Let's just do it manually here. Oh, yeah, no, let's go back. Stay with the same actual, like, in this range of color, just brighten it up a little bit. Don't have too bright because you won't be able to see it. Kind of like that. I really think that's cute. But now I'm not sure about that heart. Like, I feel like it should blend in instead. So I'm gonna actually take off the pattern overlay. Come on. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more simple. So let's go back to the stroke color and let's do it on the purple. Maybe lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, I think I like that better actually. Just being plain, you know. And then I'm actually going to potentially set this opacity to something. Ooh, I like that. But then it blends in too much. Let's see if I can get any cool Ooh, I like it on overlay. I might stick it on overlay. Yeah, I'm gonna do overlay on it. There, let's do 80? Let's do 85. Alright, I think that's cute. I mean, if you guys hate this thumbnail and you like the other one better, just let me know and I will totally go back to it, but I really think this is cute so far. I like it. I want to deepen this a little bit, and... yeah. Wait, what did I set that to? 9, so I just need to bump it up 1 on challenge. Okay. Just to make sure you can actually, the words like are popping. And I am actually going to duplicate these text layers to make sure they're very vibrant. I found that to be very useful. Because I just feel like it actually makes the drop shadow a little bit deeper of a black and it makes them pop just a little bit more. So now, I don't know if I really want to mess with this. I might tug this on top and set it to like an overlay or something just to get a little bit more of a color on it. I kind of like it on the hard light. I like blending my layers. I know it sounds a little bit weird. I'm sure not everyone makes it this complicated, but I do. I actually kind of like it on lighten as well. Let's try it at 50%. No. Was it the overlay I liked? Nope. I don't remember which one it was that I liked. I know I liked the lighten, but there was one other one. Or was it legit just lighten? Wait. Ooh, I like it on hue. That is really, really pretty. Let's do about 50. Let's try 75. I just, I bounce back and forth and I start to adjust them. Let's do it on 60. I like it on 60. I feel like it adds a nice little color. Actually, let's do 55. I'm really like, I'm very indecisive. I want most of the yellow to pop, but I also really like having all those pretty colors. Pretty rainbow colors. Let's do 55 and leave it at that. So now what I'm going to do, I don't use the brightness and contrast controls that are up over here in adjustments. I don't use that. I actually just duplicate my layer, just like that. And then I just adjust this. I'm going to set one layer to soft light. So you saw it get a little bit darker, more contrasty. So I'm going to duplicate this again. So now this layer is in the middle of these two. So it's so this one is the soft light layer. This one I'm going to be setting to screen because it brightens it up. And now I'm just going to adjust the layers from there. Actually, kind of like that. I just want to lower this one a little bit, like 80. 85-ish. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's do 75. Actually, no, I like on the 70. Okay. And I'm going to just do the same thing with this layer. And just go back and forth with adjusting. Oh gosh, I mean, might need to remove some of the orangey tones from her there. Because that's going to be an issue. Yeah, see how, like, weird colored she looks now? I mean, it's not too bad, but not a fan. I'm going to go into this layer. I'm going to do adjustments and go to color balance. And basically what I'm going to do is add more blue to her skin. Because I feel like blue makes it easier to balance everything. Let's go to highlights and add some more blue. Not that much blue. No, that's way too much cyan. Right about there, I feel like looks better. I'm gonna try to do it on the other ones too. Actually, let me do on the soft light one, because I feel like soft light's a little bit worse when it comes to... Actually, adjust it on the shadows layer. Oh no, that makes it look a little bit too purpley. There we go, that's adjusting it way better. I'm just trying to like bleach out that nasty orange color. Oh god, I hate when it does that. Bonk, bonk, there it is. I don't know why it does that for me. Why that does it to me for some reason. Let's just do it like that. Alright, that looks way better. Okay, so now let's adjust this. Go and adjust this to about 90 maybe? Let's do 85, and I'm gonna lower this to like 65. Actually, I think I like it right about here. And I think I'm done now. So this is how I actually go about creating my thumbnails. Again, everyone does it differently. I think this turned out pretty darn cute, in my opinion, but if you don't like it, let me know and I will go back to using this one over here, because this one, I still love this one, but I just thought, no, maybe we could use something new. But yeah, so let me know what you think. I hope this helps some of you, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!